Oh, and the other thing, I can't even tell you about that yet. There's so many secrets, and you'll just have to keep watching to figure out what happens, but I can't tell you yet. Just keep watching. What's up? Hi, Ryan. Good morning. Hi, vlog. Good morning. Oh, my goodness, you guys. I'm back. This feels so good. I haven't done a me and you, just me and you. Not following me around like, what's up, how you doing? Me, and you vlog in some time. Been extremely busy over the last few weeks. Fitting the vlog in is so difficult. There's so much going on a regular basis. And then I wondered to myself at one point, like, why do I even do the vlog? Who actually cares? And then I watched some of the old vlogs myself because I was trying to put some other video together. I was like, oh my God, we've got to do the vlog again. And then I was thinking to myself, like, 2 weeks ago, Ryan, I said, what makes people want to watch the vlog? Why pay attention to me? So then I started to question that and all kinds of stuff. Because I didn't know how to, here's my problem, you guys. I don't know how to quantify my success to you without being like, look at how much money we make. Because that's not what's important to me. It shouldn't be what's important to you. And I just don't want to put that out there. So I've been trying to figure out how to quantify our success to give myself like the legitimacy for you guys to be like, oh, I should pay attention to what he's saying because he's built a big successful business and blah, 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 blah. So those are the struggles I've been having. Welcome back to the vlog. First thing on the agenda this morning is to sit with Alex and do a podcast. After that, a lot of you have asked me about the podcast equipment we're using. So after this, I'll run you guys through some of the stuff that we use here for podcasting. Side note, quick, if you don't want to listen to that later, you can go to kit.com/BeavBrodie, and there's links to everything that we use there. I made it super simple for you because I was getting questions a long time ago, so I just created that page on kit.com so that you guys can find all the things. So now we're gonna do a podcast. All right, just wrapped up with the podcast. I should probably turn the cameras off. I'm going to take these drives down to Travis for him to edit the podcast for you guys to enjoy soon. You guys, my dad just came to visit.
Wow, who's there?
What's up, Dad?
Who's that?
That's them. That's
the masses.
what you just missed the podcast. We needed an audio expert.
I just came from the Bluffton Township 9/11 commemorative ceremony, of which I took video.
Oh, nice. Was it better? Was it better than our video? Perfect timing. So my dad just stopped by because, again, like I said, everyone's been asking about the podcast stuff because it just sounds so nice. So even he like stopped by. He's like, I want to see. He is an audio expert, so he spent 30 years in TV and radio production, making TV. 40?
40.
How
But
old
that's
are
okay.
you now? God dang.
Older than you.
So he spent 40 years in TV and radio production, making TV commercials, making radio commercials, voiceovers for countless things and big brands, and working with guys from Budweiser and all kinds of stuff. So he was impressed with it enough to say, I got to see what you got going on because it sounds really good. So it's a perfect time for me to walk you guys through, and him, what we've got going on and how we do the podcast, etc. So we've recorded all the video through 2 Canon EOS R, so we've got the same setup over there. And these cameras all have a 30-minute record limit in it, which is annoying because the podcast is usually much longer than that. So we go into...
Do SD cards or?
Yeah, these are on SD cards in the camera typically, but we've got the monitor on here. This is the Atomos Ninja 5, and it has a hard drive that goes into it. So we record it through this on that hard drive, and there's no record limit. Everything's all hardwired power, so it's not going to shut off. And unless we run through 500 gigs of storage, we can record for as long as we want. So that's super nice. So we do 2 of those, 2 different camera angles on that. And then we run Audio Technica. Actually, in the filming side of it, we light it all with 2 Aperture 120Ds. Try to make sure they can see those. The Aperture 120D is an incredible light. It's extremely bright. These are only at like 45% power. And then we use the Aperture Light Dome to give a much bigger, softer light, so it's not real harsh.
Is it a fluorescent? Or?
No, it's LED. It's LED. So here's what's interesting. You guys didn't deal with LED lights so much.
No.
They were kind of up and coming as you were getting out of doing a lot of video.
We were using temperature-controlled LED panels.
You were using LED panels.
Well,
They were
yeah, we did have LED
with
panels,
gels
and then we had some fluorescents.
The fluorescents
the bigger lights
are nice
for lighting a
because
room.
the fluorescent lights are nice because the CRI rating, it's like a good, solid, real, true color light. Like you set the white balance to it, and you're gonna get what you get. The LED lights they're very cheap to manufacture, but the quality of them kind of sucks. So these have a very high CRI rating, meaning it's going to be a very true light. It's going to give you very good color reproduction on camera and things like that. So you set your white balance to what these are daylight balanced with 5600 Kelvin, but they don't get hot like the tungsten and fluorescence and stuff like that you were using.
Blow up.
They create a lot of heat, and you got to wear gloves, and they're very, very hot.
You've seen interviews where one of the lights explodes.
No.
And everyone falls off chairs.
It's amazing.
Those are fun.
But these are super expensive, which is the downfall to get a very high quality LED light. Like this light's like $700 for one of those. But I have a good replacement and a good alternative for you guys, which is the Godox GL60W or something. I'll leave a link to it. It's an amazing light, and it's like $130. I would stack it up next to this all day long. Very, very good light. Anyways, so that's how we light it. That's how we record it. The audio side of the podcast is done through 2 Audio Technica AT2020 microphones. I'll come over here and show you that. Attached to these Rode arms is the Audio Technica AT2020. It's a very good, inexpensive microphone. It's $100, which my dad will tell you is very cheap for a microphone. Of good
10% of what mine's.
Yeah, I mean a good microphone can be $500 plus on the professional side of it. So to get the quality that you get out of this for $100 is like a no-brainer. And then those run to the Rodecaster Pro, which is the mixer. So Travis will come over here and we show you that. So this Rode developed this just for podcasters, and it's got a really cool display on it. It's touchscreen. There's a lot of menu options in there, and you can control some different things in the EQ. But then it's just all the mixing of the different audio levels of the microphones. You can adjust headphone levels, and it's got a bunch of preset recorded things. So if you wanted to have intro music, or there's like really funny sound effects in here that you can add, like people laughing, or like, and you can upload anything you want into this. But this is what and you can take phone calls into this. It's got Bluetooth, it's got aux in, it's all kinds of capabilities. And then the audio runs out of this into the camera and records with the video. So this thing, for what it does, I think it's $500. It's incredible. Very, very well engineered, well designed piece of equipment for sure. I don't think I would do any other podcast or suggest anybody do a podcast without this, because they do such a good job with it. It's like set it up, one and done, hit record, you're ready to go. Very cool piece of equipment there. Trav, will you go audio into this camera from the mixer? It sounds incredible. We get so many questions. People are like, what do you guys use? Because I mean, it's.
Well, the other thing is, I was telling you that I've had to sell my business because of disability, but I bought a simple podcast kit through
is it a USB mic?
And it's a USB mic that you're supposed to be able to just put into
the
your
computer and hit
computer,
record.
and there's no level. There's just you've got to go through a board.
Yeah. You got
an amplifier of some sort.
Yeah, you need a preamp. Get a good clean boost to the level. That's a lot of things. Like you can get amps and mixers and things like that to increase the line level, the volume basically of the microphone, but they're noisy. They have a hum and a hiss, and the cheap stuff. It's just not, when you're talking about audio and lights, you can't go cheap. No. And it's not sexy stuff to buy. You're like, sweet, I just spent $1,000 on a light. It's not like the excitement of spending $1,000 on a camera. You're like, oh, look at all this cool stuff it does. It's like, it's a light or it's a microphone, but it's the most important part of it.
That's right.
And it's just not fun and sexy to buy at all.
No.
It's like buying a battery for your car or tires. It's just annoying. It's like, cool, I just spent $700 on tires.
Well, what I also like about it is you don't hear the table noise. If you had
they're super cardioid mics, so you don't, like, when you're talking to the back of it,
right,
like, you don't hear anything.
Don't even hear it.
It's amazing. It's
and
super
it's
impressive.
not on a stand, so you're not hearing any table noise. We used to do interviews. We would do interviews with people, and they'd be tapping their finger at the nerves,
or a ring
tapping their finger, or the ring hitting it, and you're going, I can't take that out of post. I have to EQ it out as much as, find the frequency that sound is on and try to
drop it.
But it's this is the way to go.
Yeah, it's super cool. Having the suspension, you guys used a lot of that stuff too, though. Like, which is why you can move things around. You don't hear it creaking through through the mic. But yeah, that's the podcast setup.
This is nice
for everyone that wanted to know, including my dad. We're gonna have to have my dad on the podcast soon. We'll do an official podcast episode with Papa Brodie. It's so cool that my dad can come here and we can share these experiences together. It goes back to why I'm doing the vlog in general, just to document things. A lot of things happen that you forget about, you want to look back to. Anyways, back to my the other problem I was having, the questions I was having with why anybody wants to pay attention to me, why I feel like you should pay attention to me, and how to quantify that and things of that nature. What was super surprising and shocking to me was Ryan, once we hired him, came to me, he was like, dude, I had no idea. So I'm going to put Ryan on the spot right now and see what he meant by, he's like, dude, I had no idea. So Ryan, what was the biggest thing for you when you came from the outside looking in to then being on the inside? What were you like, holy crap?
Yeah, I just had no idea how many people actually were A, customers, or B, potential customers. I thought the community management aspect was going to be small, meaning I'm not going to have that many comments to respond to compared to like a huge brand. Well, I was wrong. Like 200 customers a day ordering stuff, fulfilling orders that way, and another 1,000 people commenting and liking stuff and sending DMs. It's a lot to keep track of.
So just the sheer scale of things, you underestimated that, because I give advice based on what we've learned and things that we do and things that I know, but I don't think people realize the scale at which things are.
You don't give yourself enough credit. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Thank you for your input. What are we doing? Oh, you guys, Ryan's been working on something awesome. Once we get it finished, this is going to be a long project. We're in the early stages of it, building something very cool for things for the website, I guess, for the customers. Are there things that you guys have seen from your side that you want to see more of, know more about, things that you find interesting? Otherwise, I'm just going to document things that I want to document for me and hope that you guys are along for the ride. Oh, and the other thing, I can't even tell you about that yet. There's so many secrets, and you'll just have to keep watching to figure out what happens, but I can't tell you yet. Just keep watching. Basically, I'm telling you, you should subscribe because there's really cool stuff coming. And now I have to go run a few errands and head to the gym. I'm going strong. I'm 2.5, almost 3 months into this gym thing. I've lost a bunch of weight, you guys. About 15 pounds. I know. You're proud of me, right? Here we go. I had to come to the shop in an effort to find a tool. Make sure I have it because I'm coming in here this weekend to work on a car. But I can't do it if I don't have the tool. I think I'm actually going to make a video about that, about working on the car, trying to get this thing done in one day. Kind of a big project. It's a little bit ambitious to try to do it in one day, but we're gonna try to do it in one day, and I'm gonna try to document the whole thing for you guys, and I think it'll be kind of cool. I gotta find this tool. Hey, that rhymed. Dang, I'm such a rapper. Yes, I have it. Perfect. All right. What else do I need out of here? Probably grab. Well, maybe not. All right, on to the next stop. Here we go. Gentlemen.
What are we doing?
How are you guys?
Good. Good. What's up?
Yeah. One thing that I'm realizing is that, like, you guys have your workout buddies that you go to the gym with. Maybe you don't go to the gym. Maybe you're like me. Up until like 2 months ago, you didn't go to the gym at all. But like, workout buddies are one thing. They help you stay accountable. They keep you coming back and make sure that you show up. But like, for those of you who are struggling with your side hustles and your businesses, like, get yourself a business buddy to keep you accountable, to make sure you're showing up, to make sure that you're doing the things you said you were gonna do. Business buddy. It's my idea of the day. Business buddy might be the smartest idea I've had all day. I think I'm gonna actually try to implement a system, something that you guys can subscribe to. I'm gonna call it Business Buddy. I think I have to look and see if anybody's done that. Let me know, Ninja Buddy. Let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in, subscribing to something coming from me that would help keep you accountable, keep you on task, something like that. I don't know, I'm smoked. I can barely think, I can't even hold this camera up. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to this channel if you aren't already. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.